Good morning, everyone. I'm putting this up because I have this Admiral 20 cubic foot total, I think it is, that had to work on and couldn't find any info on it. So I'm going to give you the stats on this. There's what we're working with. And I guess Admiral's been bought by Whirlpool, so I couldn't find any information on Admiral at all. Parts maybe, but no repair that was specific to Admiral. So I had to pull these little bolts here. There's 4 of them. I did have an ice maker and I took it out. I don't use ice and it was in the way. So there's 4 bolts on both sides, and then you just, the fan's running back there. All you have to do once you get the 4 bolts out and the ice maker out of the way is grab on here, and this whole back will slide down. And there's a seal that goes around the whole back of that and clips on. It's pretty simple, but watch out for it, and be sure to replace it before you put this back wall back on. So the light, you don't have to deal with it. It's got a long enough cord that you don't have to pull it off before you get started. And the ice maker unclips right here, and it's got enough cord so you can pull this downward and work on it without a problem. And then, which takes you to here, when you pull that down, this comes out of the blowhole that blows cold down to the lower end. And then directly behind it, and it just so happens that you can lift this back wall up and it'll sit on the bottom fins of the heat exchange. And so the directly behind this is the drain hole for the ice water when it defrosts. And so it was clogged, and this blowhole was clogged with ice, and these louvers were all clogged. It built ice up about 6 inches above the louvers when I finally got into this thing. And so one of the things that made it a little quicker is I was able to get my fingertips after it thawed a bit and pull these big chunks of ice out of the back and speed things up quite a bit. And then also, when I was back here behind this blowhole for the drain hole, I was able to get a knife and pluck out the ice that was formed 4 inches down into the drain hole, and I was able to pry those out. The drain hole is got 2 dividers in it, so it makes it a little harder to get that ice out, and they only come out like an inch and a half wide, the 3 different pieces. But once it thaws a little bit, you can pry it out and speed things up, because it'd take forever to thaw that and that ice down in there. And then you put it all back together. Oh, another thing, the back behind, right about these louvers, is the heater for the defrost, and somebody had mounted it too far to the right, and it had burned a hole in the back. And so I readjusted it so it was centered again, and it'll last a lot longer. And And then you put it all back together the same way that with the 4 bolts. There's screws, and they run this socket. It's a 8mm. No, it's a 6mm. So it's a 6mm socket that does these. And then the most important thing I can tell you that I didn't find anywhere for any refrigerator repair and maintenance is that the drain tube that goes down underneath to the pan, underneath the, and you probably can't see a thing under there, but the drain tube that goes from the catch tray for the defrost water, it was taught everywhere to blow it out or suck it out, or and it's a big mess. But what I did was there's some chemical called Bang that I buy at Dollar Tree, and I use it to help keep my my tub drain open. Here's the bottom. So now I'm getting, oh, anyway, back to the chemical. The chemical, I poured it down the drain, and and it worked. It instantly drained it, and went right straight to the pan below. Here's the current temperatures. I had that open for a long time, so it's clear up to 41, but it's running 20 degrees now. And so the most important thing I can add is that there's a wonderful chemical, and probably any bathroom spray that's antifungal, because I'm sure it's algae that clogs up those lines. And so thank you, and God bless. Have a great day.